I would like to welcome Jakub. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very
Today.
much for having me, team. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Yeah, can you maybe briefly introduce yourself a little and Booksy?
Yes, for sure. Like Hayes mentioned, I'm a global Salesforce manager at Booksy. And what exactly is Booksy? We're the leading beauty marketplace for finding, scheduling, and managing appointments, anchored actually by the SaaS app for business management. We do business worldwide with a special focus on 4 continents and 7 key markets with over 800 employees on board.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So apparently Booksy uses Salesforce. Can you tell a little bit more what Salesforce is used for? What type of users are there, for instance? Yeah, and what are the end goals, for instance?
Definitely. So our Salesforce is the key source of information and the main place of work for sales rep, for customer success, customer service rep. We treat it as a go-to place when it comes to managing relationships with our B2B clients.
Okay, I see. Um, So could you say it should function as a single source of truth for?
Definitely. And this is what has brought us actually to Plotly.
Okay, well, great to hear. So can you tell us a little bit more about the challenge then that brought you to our solution?
Definitely. As you have mentioned, we are well aware about the discrepancy between the expectations of our customers and the actual customer experience. And the biggest challenge we have faced was the duplication of data. With our omni-channel approach to lead generation, to merchant generation, um, this has led to some issues. For instance, we reach out to our potential merchants via performance advertising, via field sales, landing pages, blogs, or even data that we get from some external companies. And this has actually led us to having the same record for the same business multiple times from different channels, of course, but the same merchant could have been in our database 2, 3, or even 4 times, which was actually multiplied by the fact that we lead multiple customer contact channels like email, phone, WhatsApp, or in-app chat.
I see. Okay. Um, and when you look at the effects of this bad data quality, those duplicates, can you tell us a little bit more about the impact it was having on business, for instance?
Definitely. You can imagine being a business with a busy schedule that we actually try to alleviate, and we have 2, 3, or 4 different sales reps trying to reach out to the same customer. So we turn 300 customer experience 360 into multiple touch points with multiple people, and this was an experience that we didn't want to provide to our customers afterwards. After we were closing the deal, the same thing could have happened for the retention phase. So we could have a few success reps or customer success reps reach out to the same merchant. So this has led to, as you have mentioned, to repeating information, to the customer experience that wasn't up to par with what our merchants were expecting and what we wanted to provide as a company. Apart from that, I can mention things that were problematic on our operational side. For instance, trying to figure out the commission structure for if we had 4 people reaching out to the same customer and this customer converting try to tell 3 of these guys that they will not be seeing the commission for the sales. So as you can imagine, this has caused a lot of issues, both internally and with our end customers.
Yeah, I see. A lot of frustration, yeah, and maybe harming team morale even, or motivation.
True.
So, well, you decided to use our solution to solve these challenges. Can you tell us a little bit more about in what way our solution is helping Booksy to solve these challenges?
Definitely. So we have set up, with help of your team, we have managed to set up multiple scenarios for finding matching duplicates based on the key data points that we found relevant. And this is what we really appreciated in your solution, that we could do the scenarios re-tailored to our needs, to the data points we found important. So we created the scenarios, and depending on the business and market needs, we enabled both manual merging for some markets, but what really made duplicate checks stand out was the auto merge and direct processing features. In our business, we have to touch our lead within 2, maybe 3 hours from first coming into our database. So it was really important for us to be able to conduct live deduplication, to be able to say, okay, when I hand over this particular lead to my sales rep, I'm 100% sure there's no duplicates in the database, because if they were, they have already been processed.
Well, that's great to hear. Is that also the reason why you chose our solution over other solutions? Or
yes, so as many of the attendees can probably attest, the duplicate solution, default Salesforce, the duplication solution is really limited. And we have struggled to make it work for our business, especially since the scenarios, the matching rules, and the duplication or any automated deduplication was limited, to say the least, impossible in most cases. So we were looking for partner, and I need to stress this word. This is not a vendor relationship. This is a partner relationship who would help us make it work for our high traffic model of sales, because in our SaaS environment, this is a high traffic sales. We could do that live, and this is, to our knowledge, you were the only company that allowed us to do it in real time. And it was native to Salesforce, so the actual deployment was really easy, and we did it without involving the development team.
yeah, well, that's great to hear. Did you experience any hiccups during implementing?
Yeah, for sure. This is as with every single tool, there are hiccups, but I think we've overcome all of them. The one thing I would probably mention as a hiccup that I remember was the consequences, understanding the consequences of indexing the data. We were learning the solution. Some of your success reps helped us set up initial scenarios. And then after some time, we needed to revisit the implementation to better understand the consequences of our ever-growing database of the indexing. But all in all, after a few sessions with your success team, we've managed to nail it down and make it work perfectly. I would say I haven't seen a false positive thanks to the correct approach to indexing for quite some time.
I'm glad we were able to overcome that. And good to hear, though, that there weren't any false positives. So you mentioned some impact on the business side. of the bad data quality. So after using the tool for a while now, can you mention something about the results you've seen when it comes to the business side also?
Yeah, of course. First of all, the overall experience for our customers is much better. We no longer have situation with multiple reps contacting merchants. We don't get this feedback from merchants via NPS survey or reviews in the internet, which turns out great. Simple things like we used to have a team for the duplicating records that would go and do it manually. We transfer these people to do other things and better leverage their knowledge and their experience with working with Booksy, because we now do it automatically. We have one person overseeing it as a, just part of their job, instead of spending all day, every day, just clicking through the native Salesforce deduplication solution. This led also to higher productivity of our sales rep. They already know they will be getting the duplicated records. So no more trying to find duplicates on their own. No more, making sure the record they're getting is a proper one. The same goes for customer success and customer service. From small things, small internal things that can really sour the mood, no account or commission ownership issues or challenges. It's less friction for our sales managers, saves a lot of time and saves a lot of trouble for building, team that really connects. So it really improved the overall quality, both on financially in terms of being able to free some resources, and at the same time the overall customer and experience of our sales and customer reps.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. It's great to hear. Well, thanks a lot for sharing this. Pretty sure.
I'm really glad to share this, because if we weren't satisfied, I wouldn't be taking part in this webinar.
Okay, well, great to hear. Thanks a lot, Jacob, and definitely stick around.